Alright guys, I made the dress shorter because you know me, I love short dresses. I can't help it, I love them. I think they're gorgeous. And I think the shorter the dress, the better. Oh my goodness. The shorter the, sorry guys, the shorter the dress, the better because I really think that way. Because I think short dresses are really pretty on me. I really have a good body. So it's kind of nice to see. Now, I want to say thank you all for watching. And of course, I'm going to make quick videos. This is new hair. I hope you like it. All right, guys, thank you for watching the show. I specifically make the show very, very good for you to enjoy. I really want you guys to like the show. I really want you guys to say, hey, this is a good show. I love it. So I want you guys to be there for me to watch the show and love it. And guys, if I ever met you in person and said something negative, please do not hold it against me because I'm very nice most of the time, but there are people sometimes I'm in a bad mood sometimes or whatever, and I can't tell who's friendly sometimes because there's a lot of people that are very miserable, and they just purposely make you feel like that. I'm not miserable because of them, but I just have to be leery about who I'm nice to sometimes because obviously I'm very good looking. I'm going to be famous, and so I have to watch who I'm nice to. Even being nice to someone, it's sad, but you can't just be like nice to someone where they just kind of blow you off. And a lot of people are always like that, where you just like you see them and you say hi to them, and then they just blow you off, and you're like, why did you stare at me for me to say hi to you if you're just gonna blow me off? Like, it's sad. I mean, to me, it's very petty. I'm like, I don't have time for this. I'm really busy. I have no time for this. Honestly, like I just have no time for this. Like if you're gonna be like that, stay home. Like I just don't. I mean, but I mean, now I'm just kind of like, well, I just kind of just ignore people. But really, it's fine. People are allowed to do whatever they want, and some of the people are jealous of me or whatever, which I understand. I'm very good looking. I look great. I'm super talented. I'm gonna be uber rich. So I understand people might be upset with that, and maybe their lives are no good. Some people have hidden problems that you wouldn't know, you never suspect. So that might be a reason for that too. And some people are just not in the mood to talk, so you can't really, and they like you, they just can't, they're not in the mood to talk. But all in all, I know people are generally good. I know people are great. My fans, of course, you guys are awesome, and so I know all this. But sometimes you have to be leery, And Britney Spears said it herself. She says she has to put a guard on sometimes, and she didn't have her guard on during the time she had her breakdown. So I always have a guard on just to make sure I'm safe from any kind of negativity or whatever. But I mean, it's not a big deal. You talk to the people who like you. You don't talk to people who don't. It's just kind of like, but then you see people and you're like, they seem like they like you, and then they're just totally rude. So you can't just be like, so sometimes it's not as clear cut as you might think. But so I hope if I blew you off, do not take it seriously, guys, because sometimes I'm just like I had several people blow me off. Like I'm totally free. I'm very happy. I feel good. I don't have anything to worry about. So if I'm gonna say hi to someone, I want them to say hi back, but I don't expect them to, obviously. But some people just purposely look at you and then you say hi to them, and then they stare at you and don't say anything, and you're like, well, why were you looking at me in the first place then? And then you're like, but you can't be, obviously that's petty. You can't be like upset about that because it's really small, but you're just like, you're like when you do that and people are like constantly like that, you're like, well, maybe don't stare at me then, but so now I kind of just leave it alone. I don't say hi, I don't say anything. I kind of know I'm the big boss, big, like I'm a great person, super talented, super gorgeous. So if people do that, they're probably jealous. So I mean, so I just leave it alone, right? But you know, if you're a happy person, that could happen to you all day, and it wouldn't affect you. But and of course, people that I like are gorgeous, like models and stuff like that. So I can understand if someone's not a model and they do that, then they're obviously jealous. Anyway, or maybe they don't like me. Maybe they're not jealous. Maybe they just don't like me. Who knows, right, guys? But I want to say to you guys, be happy, love life. If people are like that, obviously it's not a big deal. It's not huge. Who cares, right? But sometimes you're just like all the people just stare at you, and you're like, well, if you're staring at me, don't you want to get a hello? Like, why would you stare? Like, but some people are just like that, and you just have to just roll with the punches, I guess. It's not a big deal ultimately, but I'm like, okay, like honestly, like, don't you think I have better things to do with my time, you know? Anyway, thank you, thank you, thank you. Bye now.